All right. I'm back. As I, well, I'm going to tell you about what I've done so far. I added the buttons to Jimmy Page's shirt, and uh, and I worked a bit on Robert Plant, as well as kind of adding the details to the airplane because I want to kind of finalize it in the background and the Led Zeppelin sign a bit more. Um, and yeah, I'll keep working on Robert Plant. I think I. So I'll tell you a bit more about the Jimmy Page story. I think I left off where uh, I can't remember now, where I sent the stuff down to Florida and to the guitar technician. So he got the stuff. I started hearing reports back because I stayed in touch with Allison, who sent me up in the first place, and she said that he got it. And originally he figured it was going to be like a stickman drawing or something, and he was just going to crumple up, throw it away, and said, "Yeah, Jimmy Page said it was nice," sort of thing. But when he got the pictures, which was the picture of my big Led Zeppelin painting, plus the picture of a painting of just Jimmy Page and the painting. So I sent him both the copy and the original. And so he got that, and he's like, "Oh, okay. So I better wait till Jimmy has a good day. I'll present it to him on a good day for Jimmy." And Jimmy Page ended up having a barbecue for everybody one day at his house, and that's when he presented the stuff. And apparently Jimmy Page loved the painting so much he hung it in the studio while they were recording. So that was cool to hear. Unfortunately, I didn't hear anything after that. I was just waiting and waiting. It was driving me nuts. It's like I remember as a kid waiting for the mailman for something for weeks. Drive you nuts. And then I show up to work one day, and there's this weird atmosphere in there. It's like nobody was there, but there was a weird energy. And the woman I worked with, Terry, she comes up and she's like, "Did you hear about Mike?" I'm like, "No, what are you talking about?" "Well, he won tickets to travel across Canada with Spinal Tap on Canada Day, which was in another week or so." So I'm like, "No, Mike and I don't really get along. We don't talk or anything. Not that I dislike them, but whatever." So as the day went on, turned out Mike had asked, well, he had asked Terry, and she said no. And he asked every woman in the office, and they said no. And so then he started going through the guys. And I remember hearing one guy who said, "Yeah, he asked me. I'd love to go because Kim Mitchell's playing. It's all the Canadian artists playing across Canada, and you'd go with Spinal Tap to go to these concerts." And he goes, "I have a family reunion in Saskatchewan. I can't go, unfortunately." So by the end of the day, I swear he must have gone through the whole office before I get this phone call. And it's like, "Hi, Dave, it's Mike. I suppose you know what I'm calling you about." I'm like, "I think so, but why don't you tell me?" And so he won uh, two tickets to go across Canada, um, and one of the DJs. So this was CFox, our rock and roll station in Vancouver, and Storm and Norman was the DJ coming with us. Well, whoever he went with. And so he says, "You want to go?" And I'm like, "Of course, I'm there." So the next day, he shows up with this massive red duffel bag full of stuff. And then he plops $200 cash in my hand. He says, "That's for you." This is 1992. It's a good amount of money. And so I got this jacket, this cool jacket, and even and during the trip, I got all the members of Spinal Tap to sign the back of it. And then I also got this T-shirt, and I got CDs and posters, and I still got the CDs, although I don't really play them anymore, obviously. But and that's all the names of the places, bands that are playing. So we get to Toronto. It's this plane that's just for us, and the uh, the guy that's in charge of it, he goes, "Okay, you guys just sit in your seats and don't make a fuss, and just if you want to drink a beer, ask the stewardess to get it for you. Like, I don't want you guys walking around all that." It's like, okay, whatever. So we get in the plane. The stewardesses go, "Okay, the last 12 rows are taken out and just replaced with coolers of beer. So just help yourselves. We're busy." So we get on, and I just figure I'm going to pace myself. So I get a beer, and I get in line for the bathroom, and then I talk to people and go to the bathroom, come out, get another beer, and get in line and talk to people. That was my day. And so we get to Toronto, and I got this picture of me with, that's Mike there. That's Erica M. I don't know if you remember her from uh, Much Music. And then me on the right side. And then the other two guys are Mike and Mike from Much Music as well. And that was Toronto. And then when we got to Newfoundland, uh, there's a shot of Erica M with Spinal Tap. I don't know if you can see it, but I got guitar picks from each of the Spinal Tap guys, and in the bottom, I got a guitar pick from BB King, but that's another story. Um, so we go to Newfoundland the night before Canada Day, and they close a bar just for us. And whatever bands want to come in there, Kim Mitchell was there, and we're drinking for free and meeting up with all of them. And I got a nice picture of me and Chrissy Steele, which I should have brought to show you because she is beautiful. So it was Erica M. And then so then the next day we just get up and we go to the concert, and Spinal Tap opens up for them. And then as soon as they finish, and we get the front row, as soon as they finish, we get in the plane, we fly to Toronto, do the same thing. They go on stage, we get in the front, we watch, and then we go to Vancouver, and they close the concert down there. So it was really hoot, and I got my VIP thing to carry around. So it was really cool. And got home, and then I guess I'm going to leave it there. Sorry. I got one more installment of my Jimmy Page story, and then I'll move on to the next painting. So I'll see you soon. I think that was everything. Well, if I forgot any part of that story, I'll let you know next time.